Hello, this is Kaneko or Neko. I'm just gonna go quickly because I've had this question come up ever since I started modding of how to refit clothing from one chest size to another for bots, like how to fit from one size to another, everything. I'm gonna be using Gen 2, Gen 3, and Beirut just so I cover all the bases just because I know there's different people like I see this guy but it doesn't quite work, I see this, it doesn't work, I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. So I'm going to try and cover as best as I can. Yes, I'm going to be using 3D Max for this. Exact same thing I'm going to be doing here will work if you try it and anything else. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show on something that will just not work. So this looks like it should work the way I'm going to do it, but it's just going to absolutely fail. So I've already brought it to the right chest size, and here in my morpher, which is going to be your shape keys. So if I say morpher means shape keys in Blender. And here is a push-up large and diaphragms Gen 2. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to clone this, I'm going to make a copy like that, just so if I accidentally forget to hide it, my exporting will not cause any harm. And I'm going to go in here, and this is the body part, so I'm going to clone one, or that's one. Wait for my computer to think. Rigs. Open these all up. I'm going to delete the skin, and I'm going to skin wrap, add to that chest, and I'm going to bring it to face rotation and bring it at least as small as I can, and I'm going to do that for here too. So I'm trying to go as fast as I can just so this video isn't like 3 hours long. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just hide these. And so say I want to take this to a vanilla chest. Not that much smaller, but quite a bit smaller still. So it was push up before, so we'll go vanilla push up. And I'll hide this just so I can better see what's happening. So I'll click here. I'm going to click add morpher. I'm seeing. I'll pick here. And this is where you'll see this method does not work for this. And later on, I will go over what I would have to do to fix this. So I'll hide this again. I'm going to turn to clay to quickly show. And you can start to see I got some back facing going on. I got some weird ugly points. It's just not pretty. And this is where I have to do a different method for. So we're going to go with that. Enjoy my background. Next, I'm going to go to my baby model. This is one I've created, so I happen to know the size is a medium chest. I'm just going to go hide my weights. So first things first, I'm going to go in here. I'm going to clone my skin yet again. And when I go here, I have another copy. This is back faces. I would just personally remake my back faces just because I happen to know the back faces. So I'm just going to go clone this and just use this as where to remake my back faces, just to be easier on myself. Because sometimes back faces don't quite go where they need to. Little tip, back faces are a pain. Okay, delete the skin again. Skin wrap. Add to this torso. Don't mind I have 2 torsos. I've messed up my baby by doing that at one point, and I'm too lazy to re-download the kit again. It's not broken, no point to fixing it. Delete that. Skin wrap. And skin wrap to that. And so right now we're at medium. I'm gonna say let's just go to Excel. Okay, gonna hide this, hide this, hide this, and gonna add that morpher in again. Pick from scene, add this in, and this one, ow, it went nice. Don't mind this. This is just my scene breaking, which you can I can easily go like this, claps down, and just build, and that's fixed. So obviously this one works because I made it onto the actual Diva body. So this is a sample where you can do it using shape keys, and it's perfectly fine. There's gonna be no problem. Now, this is where people are like, why won't it work? Bodies like this, where it's like a skin tight suit, will work unless it's a skin tight suit that has a design. So imagine this had some crisscrossing design. It's not gonna work. That you would need was gonna be our final way of doing it. So I'm gonna use a mod that I've made. It is still in my Patreon. Sorry about that. I tried to quickly pull mods that I personally worked with that I know how they behave. Okay, so this right now is on the vanilla boob. It is one piece, so I have to do it a little bit different. This is my back face, so I'm gonna go and clone this. And I'm not even gonna bother doing the skin because I already know this is not gonna work. I'm just gonna show you guys why it's not gonna work. And do not mind my setup. This one is my personal rig. So skin wrap again. Skin wrap to there. So oop, because I can actually show you why it won't work really fast by going like this. And yeah, so we have it breaking here, and it's breaking all throughout. Why that is it's not skin tight. So it's trying to take the vertexes of the boob and move with that. And because it's not made to that exact same shape, it can't. So what you actually have to do, I'm just gonna hide this. Ooh, sorry, YouTube. Clone this again. So I have my save spot. And this is actually what I do 99.9% of the time. Why take longer? Why do this? Why do that? I go that like this. I'm like, that is my shape. I go like this. I, of course, have got my model like high poly, done all this stuff, I've done a lot of work to model to get to this point. And you're gonna have to guess this because it depends on the model, what your fault will be for blender users. You don't have soft selection. It's escaping my mind. If you work with Blender, you know it. It's your tool that looks like a circle up at the top here. Sorry, it is 3 a.m. when I'm doing this. So you slowly start to move it out. No. I've already done this perfectly for this actual mod. It actually came out with the least chest sizes, so I'm not going to be doing it absolutely perfectly. But yeah, you're gonna slowly just play around, move out bit by bit, learn how to type because you can't type, I guess. And this is part why I say to people, whenever you ask the question to me of, well, how do I refit this piece of gear to this body? Well, there's not going to be an exact way because every piece of gear is going to be working differently. Every piece of every body works differently. And that's why having it on the shape keys doesn't actually work too well, I'm sad to say. I wish it did. It'd make everyone's life a little easier. You guys can all have your dream bodies, but yeah, let's just imagine that's all fitting perfectly. Because I don't want to waste you guys' time. So if you had to use or weight this perfectly fit, you can, because this underneath here obviously needs to get the boobs redone. You can do that more for skin wrap, more body underneath. That is fine because it's allowed to do that. The especially things that will not work for using any morph, like skin wrap morph, will be stuff like your Beyonce body, where there is no moon bones or boob bones, whatever you want to call them. Those always have to be done by hand because they don't scale at all. They will just stay in place. So I hope that helps you guys a little bit of what you need to. If you have any questions, feel free to check on my Discord. I'll try and help as much as I can, answer any questions you have. Make sure to check our guide section. A lot of your questions probably will be answered in there too.